Hello, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. I am Will Dickson. Obviously, 3 players coming in, 1 player leaving, all of which pretty much contradicted what I said the last time I made a video. So, you know, my prospects of sports journalism doing really well at the minute. Doing really well. So, let's talk about it. Now, I know Matt Sells has already been talked about. My personal opinion, quick and simple, good goalkeeper. Is he better than Krul? He's younger than Krul. He's 24 years old, 4 years on him. I think this spells the end of Tim Krul's time at Newcastle. He'll move on to an Everton or a Southampton or somewhere like that. And all I can say is good luck to him. I think Sells, Darlow, Elliott, Woodman, good selection of goalkeepers. Woodman looks as though he's going out on loan to a League One club, which, you know, I think is going to really aid his development. I would like to have seen him being given a chance in the first team, but he's only 19, 20, so he really still needs to learn his trade and develop properly. Matt Sells does look like a really good goalkeeper. Voted Belgian Goalkeeper of the Year in the season just gone by, and we beat off Premier League competition to get him. So obviously we're doing something right, and it is quite exciting to see a goalkeeper that is of a really good standard to be coming into Newcastle. One that's in the Belgian setup, was unlucky not to go to the Euros with Belgium, but he's in line to go to their next to World Cups and whatever he had. But anyway, I know that one's already been talked about. The next one is Dwight Gayle. Now, I said that Dwight Gayle, I wouldn't be as happy with this guy being signed, and do I stand by that? Now that he has signed, I guess I am quite happy that he has signed. Now, I do believe that there were better options available. I still believe Ross McCormack was a better option. However, £15 million is very steep for a 29-year-old who's never played in the Premier League. Dwight Gayle has played in the Premier League. He's 25 years old, and he's scored goals in the Premier League. He's been very impressive. He's been Palace's top goal scorer for the past few seasons, and we've managed to get him for £10 million. Is he worth £10 million? No, he's not. He just isn't. He hasn't. I don't think he's done enough. I think while he has been Palace's top goal scorer, that doesn't mean much. I don't think he's broken into double figures. So, where do I stand? He is a good player, and I have said for a couple of years that I think Gayle is underrated, but I wouldn't have him at Newcastle. He's quite dynamic. He's quite quick. He's a good finisher. And I think he would strike up a good partnership of Alexander Mitrovic, having a kind of, Alan Shearer, tall, strong striker in Mitrovic, the number 9, and then the guy, Gayle, running off him as a sort of like a number 10. Again, is there anything that Gayle offers that Perez doesn't? Maybe Gayle is quicker. Well, Gayle is quicker. And I think Perez is probably going to mature to a number 10. That's kind of my opinion. Feel free to say what you want, but that's just mine. Am I happy he signed? Do you know what? Yeah, I'm happy we've sorted out a striker issue, because it was a massive issue. We've kind of got someone who's in his mid-20s. He's not so young. He's not so old. He's got something to prove. He's hungry, and I can only wish him the best, and I really hope he is a massive success for us. It's just all my opinions, all my silly opinions that I've said early on, but I am happy he is signed. Welcome to Newcastle, Dwight Gayle. Now, Andros Townsend. I said that he wasn't leaving, and he's left. He's gone to Crystal Palace for £13 million. Am I gutted? Yes, so gutted, because I love Andros Townsend. I've wanted him at Newcastle for so long, and in the end he was only here for 6 months. Am I disappointed in him, as a lot of Newcastle fans are? No, I'm not, personally. I'm not going to slate him. I'm not here to rant. I understand it completely. He's not a Newcastle fan. He wasn't born here. He wasn't born and bred in black and white. He was born a Tottenham fan, and he played for Tottenham since a very young age, and he had a run of a couple of years, and then he got stuck in the reserves, and he just needed a lifeline, and we gave him that lifeline. We spent all that money on him. He's come here, had a big contract. He knew the situation we were in, so he inserted the relegation release clause, which was £13 million, and he couldn't keep us up, but he gave it a right good go. And I would say that Townsend is one of the very few players in our current squad that actually deserves to go. Moussa Sissoko doesn't deserve to go. He doesn't give it his 100% all the time. Townsend did, and he tried so hard, and he's a quality player. I'm disappointed he's gone, but for his England prospects, for his Premier League prospects, he's in his mid-20s. A football career is only so long. He has to take these opportunities while he can. He can't spend this year in the Championship and then, just hope that we come back up. He has to be here for the here and now, and he has to. And as we know with England, how it works is that out of nowhere, these players come up like Marcus Rashford, and all of a sudden, players like Walcott, Oxlade-Chamberlain, they're not in the frame for England, and Townsend needs to be on it, and he needs to make sure that he is at the forefront of getting in that England team. And I could only wish him the best of luck. I hope he comes back someday. I hope Palace are relegated and he just comes straight back to us. But honestly, Andros Townsend, if you are watching this video, it's unlikely you are, but if you are, I wish you all the best of luck at Crystal Palace. And tell Pardew he's an absolute knob. Right, moving on to Townsend's replacement, Matt Ritchie. This guy is probably the most ideal replacement we could have found, and I'm actually quite surprised we've got him. £12 million reported. It is a lot of money. However, he's quite similar to Andros Townsend. Left-footed, right winger, he's very good on his right foot. Not quite as quick as Townsend, but he proved it when he played us at home in March in McLaren's last game, that he was fantastic and that he ripped us to shreds. And even in the game that we won at Bournemouth, he was absolutely brilliant, and he scored some absolutely incredible goals. And when he was in the Championship with Bournemouth, he absolutely tore teams to shreds, and I have no doubt he will do the same with us. I like Matt Ritchie. I think he's a fantastic player, and I'm very happy we've got him. And it's looking good right now. I think the team is starting to take shape. Playing with potentially with a front three of Rolando Armstrong on the left, Matt Ritchie on the right, and Dwight Gayle up front. Quite a dynamic, quick, pacey front line, and pace is always good no matter what division you're in. Whether you're in the Premier League or whether you're in League Two, pace is vitally important to having because it just causes defensive problems. Matt Ritchie, fantastic striker, and him. Gayle, gets in these little pockets. Aaron's very quick, fantastic winger. We've also got Paris to throw into that mix, Mitrovic to throw in that mix. It is Adam Armstrong to throw in that mix. It's looking promising, and we're not done. We've got centre backs to come in, especially with Colaccini now leaving for San Lorenzo. Colaccini, you've been our captain. You were absolutely awful the past few years, but you were fantastic for us for a period of time, and I wish you all the best of luck and a happy retirement in Argentina. We now really are lacking in centre back, and that needs to come in. We need full backs. There's a lot of work needs to be done. However, in only a week we have signed 3 players. One has left. I think more will leave, but it is starting to take shape. Also, another quick mention: the new kit has come out, and I actually really like it. This is the first good kit we've had in a while, and I think I'll definitely be making a purchase with this one. So expect this thing to go shortly. The